Good morning, everybody. It's George again from BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising and CharityTravelPackages.com. Today, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about charity event advertisement, and we're also going to talk about not thinking for your guests. Okay, start. Yesterday, I drove down to Calvert Hospice, down to beautiful Solomon's Island, and met with the Calvert Hospice committee. We're starting the planning of the luau, a huge fundraising event at Stoney's down in Calvert County. So on the way back, it's probably about a 2.5 hour drive. I started hearing a certain sports station talk about a charity and a charity event. So after I heard it for about the 2 or 3 times, I thought, well, I'm going to start counting and see how many times they talk about this charity or that charity. Long story short, in this 2.5 hour drive, they talked about it 28 times. It was obvious that they were paying for advertisement. So, everybody today thinks, well, how are we going to advertise our event? How are we going to advertise our charity fundraising event? The problem is advertisement's dead. And how do you know that? How many of you, raise your hand, how many of you have a DVR? I do, DVR. Every time I get, my wife and we record various videos, various TV shows constantly. Every time we get to the commercial, what happens? What do you do? My wife yells at me, speed it up, so I blast through the advertisement. Nobody sees it. Second thing, how many billboards do you notice now? I always ask, like even yesterday, I even ask our clients when I go to a meeting, today, on your way here, how many billboards did you see and what billboards did you see? Normally, people start thinking, what they saw in the last week or two or what they're trying to remember. Long story short, billboards aren't even working. Newspapers are going under. Everything is on the internet. But having a really cool flyer and hanging up in the grocery store and then the Rite Aid or whatever else, that doesn't do it either. Local convenience store, that doesn't do it either. The best place is exactly where you're seeing this video, right here, on Facebook. Facebook is the king of advertisement. It's free, plus the entire world is there. The entire world is on Facebook. But the key to getting advertisement to work for you is the scientific rule for advertisement is that people do not react to anything until they see it for 7 times. They see it 7 times, and then they'll react. So you got to do it and do it and do it, do it, do it. And this refers back to a video that I talked about, commitment. You got to be committed to this. If you want to get people involved in your fundraising or get them to come to your fundraising event, you got to be committed to advertising it and getting the word out. Now, the key is learning how to share and learning how to tag. If you know how to do that and you're up for it, you've got to share it and you got to tag people. You got to share it to yourself, share it with your friends, get your friends to share it, get your event invitation up on the internet, up on Facebook, big time. Now, you can go out, you can print, you can spend all this money printing, putting up posters and everything else. It's not going to work. People don't even notice it. Ask yourself, when's the last poster you've seen? When you walked into the 7-Eleven or Starbucks or something like that to get your coffee in the morning, what was the last one you saw? People just don't see it. So, about advertisement. Every day I see an advertisement for a charity. Every day. The other day I pulled in to get air for my car and for the tires, and because I drive a lot, as you know. And right on the air pump, there was an advertisement for a charity. I took a picture of it because I had to post it and tell my friends. Every time you turn on the TV, there's they're trying to raise money for children in Africa. A little child with a fly crawling across his face, saying, "Please give me a dollar a day for a bowl of rice." Or you turn on the radio or whatever. Big charities are spending a lot of money. People today are actually neutral, or even they've shut it off because everybody's asking. Everybody's asking, please give me your money, give me your money, give me your money. The key to advertisement is people. You have got this to advertise to sell out your event. It's about people, about getting help, and about people. Word of mouth. That's what sells your event. So if you want more help on how to grow an event up to 500, 700,000 or more people, call us. You know how to get a hold of me. Here's our number right here, or our website. Call us, or you can even email me. Here, george@bwunlimited.com. So the key is getting a lot of people involved and getting the word out. Facebook, advertisement's dead. Spending a lot of money on posters and all that other stuff, it's not going to work. You know, airtime, radio time, it's expensive. It's all about people helping you get the word out. Long story short. You can not believe me and go out and try it yourself, but ask yourself this. What's the last ad you saw in a magazine? People don't even read magazines anymore. It's all on Facebook, Yahoo, Google, whatever, news feeds. That's where we get our news today. It's all there. So use it. But you got to know how to use it. Call me. I'll help you. So, advertisement. Don't even waste your time. Grow your committee. Use Facebook, Facebook, and we'll go from there. All right. Now, this is that we're going to talk about thinking for your people, thinking for your guests. This drives me insane. I hear this all the time, especially about our charity no risk auction items, about our charity auction items. I get it all the time. Oh, George, you know, our people don't spend like that. They don't have that kind of money. But they base this on their last fundraising event. Now, I've said it 1,000 times, and you know that my company offers no risk auction items or charity auction items, sports items, travel packages, jewelry, everything, right? People are not going to spend money on something they know is only worth $40 at the retail. They're going to spend $25. The reality of it is you don't know what your people are going to spend money on. You're using what you learned from using all your donations as a guide. People want good stuff. Why in the world do you think people buy Mercedes-Benz, BMW? Because it's good. The reason why you buy good stuff and you go to good restaurants, you're willing to pay for good food, good cars, good this, whatever, because it's good and it's hard to find. You cannot use your brain to think for theirs. You don't know what they want. You can't. Stop thinking for your guests. Charities do this all over the place. You cannot think for your guests. This picture right behind me, I talked about this before. I'm going to try to use this right here. Sold recently for $1,050 5 times at a normal event. I always get, oh, that's not for our area. That, you know, people in our area, they don't have that kind of money. You have no idea. One of the richest guys I know looks like a bum. He walks into a charity event with $20,000 in cash in his pocket, a black credit card that has no limit. You are not going to outbid this guy, but he looks like a bum. You have no idea what people want. Stop thinking for them. If you stick with the whole donation thing, most likely you're watching this because you're a fan of mine and you already use no risk auction items or charity auction items. But if you put up something, a $25 gift certificate, what do you think people are going to spend? The reality of it is they're going to spend $15, $20. It's worth $25. Not in your best day are people going to overspend for a gift certificate or for a gift basket that's worth $50. It's not going to happen. Stop living in a charity fantasy land. Using donations is the key to your undoing. Donations are great. Don't get me wrong. Yes, you keep 100% of the money, but they're not great on a silent auction where you're hoping for high bidding. They're not. This is like a broken record. You got to get good stuff. I don't care whether you get it from me or you go to some local person, whatever. Stop. It has to have an unknown retail value. That's another thing. I see this all the time. A charity will do their program and they'll put in a program suggested retail value. What you're telling people? Okay, this is only worth this much. Don't spend any more than that. It's a charity event. You don't need to do that. And some myth, oh, we got to put that in there. No, you don't. It's a charity event. Just put your starting bid in, and that's it. Here's where our reserve is. If somebody wants to know what it's worth, they'll figure it out on their own. For instance, everybody's got an iPhone today. An iPhone, I have I don't know, Samsung or something like that because I need a big screen. Listen to me. This is reality. Don't think for your guests. If you think well, my guests can't afford that, do you know everybody's taxes, what they did? Do you know how much they make a year? You don't. Stop thinking for them. Stop thinking they're not going to spend that kind of money. That means what you're telling yourself is, okay, I'm going to have an event and I'm not going to get a bunch of people here who can spend a lot of money. Are you serious? Well, you may need to make some changes so that you can get those kind of people. Don't think for your guests, just let it happen. Provide them good stuff, good venue, all the stuff we've been talking about in my video blogs. Good venue, good food, charge a good ticket price so it's that financial hurdle. Put up good stuff and let it go. Okay? All right, that's today. George Wooden from BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising at www.bwunlimited.com. And our charity travel packages, boy, we got some great packages. Check out that website at www.charitytravelpackages.com. Both the websites have been down here. Give us a call at 410-658-8808. We look forward to helping you, and I'll see you at my next blog. Thanks.